We have a strong narrative, I would say, in the national press that shares anxiety around not getting this right. But you mentioned that at the local level, there's high competency. It does not tack to such a partisan sort of curve as the national conversation does. How does Utah? How are their elections in Utah, where this has been, mail-in voting is quite common. In fact, it's the rule.
Yes, well, I mean, it's just like Oregon and Washington. There was sort of a remarkable video I just saw between the two gubernatorial candidates, I think, in Utah, where they both did a kind of PSA together, urging civility and acceptance of election results. It was kind of it was sort of a bizarre world that we are not living in, but only in Utah, right? And so Utah is an example of one of those states where Republicans are very much in favor of mail balloting. Both in the administration and the politicians who are there, and so it's been quite successful there. And as I said, you go down to the local level, and you see that even in states like Florida, where it's obviously about as partisan as it gets at the state level, but the local registrars. Florida has historically had a third voting by mail, a third voting early, and a third voting in person on election day. It'll probably be a roughly half who end up voting by mail, maybe a quarter who vote early, and then another quarter who do it on election day.
So just to be clear, Utah does not experience an enormous amount of voter fraud.
None of these, look, there are always examples of fraud, that one can point to, but there's no systematic sort of difference between vote by mail states and non-vote by mail states in the likelihood that they have fraud.